Hello, this is Chad Middleton from Vision Counseling and Vocational Consulting, and I am a vocational expert. My job is to help people find jobs, people with disabilities, people with an impairment to employment, find jobs. Oftentimes, when trying to help people find jobs, I determine that there are no jobs that a person can perform due to the extent and the severity of their disabilities. Um, as a rehabilitation counselor, I have to take under account what are the demands of the job? What is the intellect required for the job? What is the English level required for the job? The mathematical aptitude that's required for the job. Also, what are the physical requirements and the mental requirements of each job as it is listed in the national economy? But oftentimes, when evaluating a person, they have circumstances and situations and limitations that eliminate work in any capacity. This is where I come in and I can help you, veteran, for getting TDIU benefits from the Department of Veterans Affairs. You need a certified vocational expert, someone with experience that can tell the VA whether or not jobs exist for someone with your limitations. In order for us to do that, we would need to look at your medical records. We need to look at your service-connected disabilities and determine if you have an impairment to employment. After looking at your substantial medical documentation and VA ratings, we can determine whether or not jobs exist that matches your vocational profile, if that makes any sense. And a lot of times our veterans are being denied for unemployability because they don't have a statement such as the one we provide to indicate that they have no potential vocational potential. They have no vocational potential based on the limitations that are identified. There are not any jobs that this person can do. Okay, so we help people all across the United States because limitations exist with people with various disabilities, whether you have PTSD, whether you have flat feet, whether or not you have a back condition, knee condition, ankle condition, whatever the condition is, there are limitations that affect your ability to do certain types of jobs. But the vocational evaluation process is what we specialize in determining whether or not jobs exist. My experience has been every vocational evaluation that we've completed thus far has returned favorable for TDIU benefits. Okay, so it's very helpful if you're applying for unemployability to have a vocational evaluation. Now, it's not mandatory that you have it, but it's very useful. I have seen veterans get unemployability without a vocational evaluation, which means that their medical situation was so severe that the VA has come back and said, yes, approved, not able to work based on your service-connected disabilities. However, in my over 20 years of doing this type of work, that's not likely. The VA will deny you simply because you don't have the evidence to support you not being able to work. I'm getting a lot of information from a lot of veterans, a lot of situations where a lot of our veterans are being denied. They're denied because they're working part-time. They're denied because they don't have evidence to support them not being able to work. Then they're denied because they're working, period, point blank. So what I want to do is try to help you get the benefit by providing you some information. First and foremost, when going through our process, you need to have a consultation. And in the consultation, you get to ask questions. You get to talk to me about your circumstances. Tell me about your service-connected disabilities, whether or not you've applied for TDIU before. Tell me about whether you have any other benefits, and give me your work history and education and such, so I can determine whether or not you meet at least the minimum criteria needed for TDIU. After that, we go to a vocational assessment. That's where I look at your medical documentation to substantiate your disability. Again, the report is not based on what you say. It's not based on how you feel. It's based on facts. So if you are not service connected for a back condition, but you claim your back is the reason why you're not working, it's not going to fly for a TDIU evaluation. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me say that again. If you are not rated for a back condition, but your back condition is affecting your ability to work, then I can't make any statement about your back in your vocational evaluation report because it's not service connected. Remember, your service connected disabilities must impact your ability to find work. All right. Not just simply you're unable to find work or you can't find work or you're limited from finding work, but your service connected disabilities affect your ability from working. Okay. So as we look at your assessment material, your VA medical records, your service connected disability rating conditions, excuse me, let me turn this, let me close this blind. There we go. As you provide me with your medical documentation, it's very helpful that I look through it. I determine whether or not it's relevant. I determine whether or not there's been ongoing, consistent medical treatment for your conditions. Because if you're having a condition, you should be treated for it. Okay. One stickler with Social Security, because I am a vocational expert with Social Security as well, is that if you've gone years or months without treatment, it really shows that you're not having a problem. All right. So one thing I want to advise you of, veterans, is if you're having troubles with your service-connected disabilities, you need to have evidence to support it. You can't just say I have a migraine headache and not go to the doctor and not have any medication prescribed. If you're having migraine headaches, you need to have some type of treatment for it. If you have PTSD, and you've never been on any medication, you're not going to any groups, you're not going to any therapists, then it's really evident that you're not really having a problem. If you're claiming that your back is bothering you, your knees, your neck is bothering you, your hands are bothering you, and you're not on any medication, you're not in any occupational or physical therapy, if you're not getting any aquatics therapy or some type of medical treatment, a lot of times it can be perceived as you're not having a problem. Okay, so in order to substantiate your claims for disability, there has to be some type of medical records. And I want to look at it. All right, I want to look at what your doctors are saying. Are they saying you're getting better? Are they saying that things are about situated and stable? Are they providing you any steroid injections? Have they given you any back braces or knee braces or orthotic device or cane to help you with your situation? All of this information is important because when we do our report, we want to cite what doctors are saying about your limitations. It's not simply what I believe your limitations are. It's not really what you believe your limitations are. Of course, how you're dealing with your disability is helpful, but we want to be able to look at what your limitations are and how your limitations affect your ability to perform certain jobs. Okay? So, the second part of our evaluation is the assessment. And lastly, if we agree that you have everything that's needed and there's no jobs that you can perform with the limitations that are stated, we move into a vocational evaluation report. All right. That report is very effective, very helpful. Now, I haven't had any situation where someone was denied for benefits, but I do have this caveat. If you have an evaluation performed by vision counseling and vocational consulting, and that you apply for TDIU and your TDIU is denied, the VA is required to give you an explanation why you were denied. Okay? They will tell you what the denial is based on. Even if you're denied after getting an evaluation from vision counseling, you contact our office, let us know, give us that denial letter, and let us identify why were you denied. A lot of times you're denied because you didn't go to a CNP exam. A lot of the times you didn't deny, you're getting denied because there's something administratively that was not done that contributed to your denial. But if there's a denial that's based on our report, you contact our office, we'll take a look at that report and determine what about the report is erroneous information. Okay. We are human, we can make mistakes, but at this particular point, we are batting 100, 1,000 as far as doing our evaluations here at Vision Counseling and Vocational Consulting. So I want to assure you that going through the VA process, the reports that we provide you are very substantial and very helpful in getting your TDIU benefits. But just in case the VA denies you for whatever reason, you have a right to appeal that decision. You have 12 months or 1 year to appeal any decision that the VA has made. And if you're ever denied after we provide a vocational evaluation report, contact our office. We'll do another consultation and determine what was the reason why you were denied. It may be something simple. It may be something that you can do. It may be something that we can tweak in a report if necessary, or provide more clarification. But for the most part, we don't believe that you would need to have a report revised. But we do want to encourage those of you that are needing a vocational evaluation report, get in the queue and get you an individual consultation done or participate in our webinar. We have a webinar coming up. I think it's April the 27th. I believe it's April the 27th. If you need to get in, that webinar is actually full according to my assistant. I'm not sure if we're going to add any more seats, but if you're interested in getting into one of our webinars and being able to ask me questions and to hear what it is and how it is we do what we do, please feel free to contact our office. Our number is 803-563-5087. Again, that number is 803-563-5087. We provide a wealth of information. I'm going to provide some information in our upcoming webinar about vocational rehabilitation. The Department of Veterans Affairs vocational rehabilitation. All right. And you want to get in on this webinar because we talk about what the purpose and the goal of vocational rehabilitation is and how they can even help you get TDIU benefits. Stay tuned. Get in contact with us. I appreciate all of your work, all of the things that you've done for our country. But if you need these services, please know that there are services out here that you can utilize regardless of which state that you're in these United States. We can help you. We've helped people as far west as California. Anchorage, Alaska. And we've helped some people in Puerto Rico, as well as these United States here, within the United States. So get in contact with us soon. Visit us on the web at www.vcandvc.com, Vision Counseling and Vocational Consulting.com, vcandvc.com, and check out our website and sign up for our webinar if you can. If not, have any difficulties, contact our office and we'll try to get you registered as soon as possible. God bless you. I didn't intend for this message to last as long, but I have a lot to say as it relates to TDIU and I want to help as many people as possible. So hope to see you soon. Until then, be blessed.